All right, so are you ready for a deep dive into, well, a pretty wild action comedy?
I think so, yeah, hit me.
Okay, so we're dissecting a review of Novocaine. This is a 2025 flick with like a super Jugend premise.
Okay.
So we've got a guy who can't feel pain, and then he gets caught up in like this crazy bank robbery that goes totally wrong.
Oh, wow.
And the review we have is like a total mixed bag.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it praises the action like a lot.
Okay.
But it really criticizes the romance. So we're going to like unpack what makes Novocaine, tick.
Oh, okay.
What falls flat, and most importantly, whether it's even worth your time.
A pain-immune bank robber. That's definitely that's an interesting concept, I've got to say. I'm curious to see how they made that work.
Yeah, so the review like really raves about Jack Quaid's performance.
So cool.
It highlights his like charismatic vulnerability. And they say that he very convincingly transforms from this like timid bank manager into, like an accidental action hero. But if his performance is so captivating, why isn't the overall review more positive?
Yeah. That's a good point.
Yeah.
It seems like maybe Quaid is playing like a more nuanced action hero than we typically see. Like maybe his charismatic vulnerability kind of subverts the traditional like stoic, invincible archetype.
Yeah.
So this could be one of those cases where like the lead actor really elevates the material.
Yeah. Okay. So Quaid brings the charm for sure.
Yeah.
What about the action itself?
Yeah. What about that?
So the review uses the phrase creatively brutal
Okay.
to describe like these action sequences, and they were directed by Dan Burke and Robert Olson.
Oh, okay.
What do you think they even mean by creatively brutal?
So creatively brutal to me suggests that there's like a level of stylized violence that's both intense but also like engaging.
All right.
Maybe they're drawing inspiration from like films like John Wick.
I was just thinking that.
Where, the choreography is almost balletic, even when it's like incredibly violent.
Yeah, it feels very over the top, but still like very stylistic.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, so we get it. The action is awesome.
Yeah.
But let's talk about where this movie like totally stumbles.
Okay.
The romance.
Ugh, yeah, everybody hates a bad romance.
So apparently the relationship between Quaid and Amber Midthunder
Okay.
is supposed to be like central to the plot.
Oh, wow.
But the review just calls it like underdeveloped, robotic, and forced. Ouch.
Ouch. Sorry. Yeah. A weak romance can like totally drag down an otherwise entertaining film.
Totally.
And it's especially disappointing because the review like mentions that they tried to link the romance to like deeper themes.
Oh, really?
But ultimately they don't connect. So it makes you wonder like what were those themes
Wow.
and how did they mess it up so bad?
Exactly.
Was it the script or was it a lack of chemistry between the actors?
Yeah.
Or maybe they just like failed to weave the love story organically into like the main action.
Right. It's like they had all these ingredients for a good romance.
Yeah.
But they just like totally messed up the recipe.
Yeah, exactly. It's too bad because like a well-executed romance can add a lot of depth and like emotional stakes to an action film.
For sure.
But when it feels forced, just takes you out of it.
Totally. It's like a distraction from all the good stuff.
Exactly.
Okay. So to sum it all up, Novocaine sounds like a total mixed bag.
He does.
We've got thrilling action sequences.
Uh-huh.
We've got this potentially groundbreaking performance from Jack Quaid.
Right.
But then we've got this romance that just falls flat.
Yeah.
It might leave you feeling a bit numb.
Uh-huh. Yeah, true.
So it might satisfy your craving for like adrenaline-fueled action.
Yeah.
But don't go in expecting to be like swept off your feet.
Yeah, good advice.
And this brings up a question for you all listening.
Okay.
What do you think makes a good action comedy?
Yeah.
Do you need a strong romantic element to like, balance out all the explosions and the car chases?
Right.
Or can a film like Novocaine succeed just based on like over-the-top action and a charismatic lead? Hit us up on social media and let us know.
Yeah, we want to know.
All right, that's it for this deep dive. We'll catch you all next time.
See ya.